Katie Couric already under fire for deceptive editing of an interview with gun activists in her new documentary, Under the Gun. You've heard about that. Well, making them look like they had blank stares and no answers to questions about background checks. But newly leaked audio tapes tell a different story, with activists actually providing answers. It turns out this might not be the first time Couric crossed the line. Subjects from her 2014 documentary, Fed Up, now accusing Couric of similar practices. One of those interview subjects is Dr. David Allison, the Associate Dean for Science at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and the Director of the Nutrition Obesity Research Center. He joins us today from Alabama. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so this 2014 documentary that Katie Couric was behind, called Fed Up, apparently it focused on obesity and the food industry. And you sat down. They asked you to be interviewed for it. Why were they interested in your point of view?
They had reached out to me before, as they were planning the movie, and indicated to me that they were particularly interested in having a diversity of viewpoints, that they heard that I had some views and some evidence that was not the same as some of the other people they had interviewed, and that they felt that some of the other people they had interviewed were pushing very hard on a particular point of view, maybe stretching beyond the evidence, and they wanted me to come in and talk about and give my point of view around the issues of the scientific evidence.
So she sat down with you, and you were taped for 90 minutes. They wound up using just a fraction of it, and we're going to show folks the clip of what wound up being shown to the public.
One question you might ask is whether sugary beverages contribute more so than do other calories. That's a very challenging question to ask.
Well, let me ask you that. Do they?
It's a good question. There's reasons to believe they might, but I don't think the evidence is quite clear. For example,
what would be the science behind that?
Well, the ideal study might be requiring people to excuse me, let me start again on that. Let me just get my thoughts together.
Okay.
We know sugared beverage consumption is producing diabetes.
Okay, so that's the clip after they taped 90 minutes. Was she just out to make you look like an idiot?
Well, what her motivations were, you can speculate as well as I. My best recollection is it was about a 90-minute interview. I wasn't as clever as the people in the other movie to have actually taped it myself. At the beginning of the interview, Ms. Couric made it clear to me, as is very common practice, standard in taped interviews, if at any point something didn't come out quite right, I needed to go back over something to make it clear, stumbled on my words, said, just go back and we'll redo that, and that's fine, just let us know. And so that's what I was doing. She had also made clear to me that I should try to speak in terms that people who are not trained scientists would understand. And so when I got to that moment and she was interrupting me and asking me to convey the scientific evidence and what that would be, I wanted to carefully choose my words to be able to convey what a randomized controlled trial was and why it was valued. And I waited. I gave a very clear answer after that pause. And she denied the American public the opportunity to really hear the evidence and the ideas and showed only the pause.
Absolutely. We'd love to have Katie Couric on if she'd like to talk about it. Dr. David Allison, thank you very much for joining us to tell us your side of the story.
Thank you.
All right.